I didn't read the comic this week. No.
That's next week.
That's
No.
One
next
surprise for
week.
everyone.
I think we have
week.
to do movie pitches instead.
Oh my god. Okay, so in honor of Clayface being a very genre-specific horror film, we had the idea of gathering some characters and briefly pitching just what kind of genre film we want to see them in. Does anyone want to start, or shall I?
I think Brandon should start.
You
This is
start.
your whole
Okay, let's
idea in the
see.
first
So
place.
our yeah, it can be any character. That's and we're just going in a very genre heavy movie. That's all. That's
I
our
won't
rule.
lie. Actually, no, I got one Marvel idea, but that's the secret fourth one that I'm gonna reveal at the
The
end.
fourth
Okay.
one.
Let's see, which one do I want to start with? I'll start with the simple one first. So I did, so a movie that's been going around for a really long time conceptually is Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. But
Yes.
I think that a movie like that you can do where it's not super action heavy. So I had the idea of doing it as like a mockumentary comedy where the entire movie takes place from Skeet's perspective,
That's what I was gonna ask. What's the
and
robot? Awesome.
you have a logical reason as to why there's a camera following Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. Um, and like I was thinking that the talking heads could be just them talking to Skeets like privately and like taking him aside and like talking shit about the other friend. And most of their stories, I for my other pitches, I did come up with a reference point for a story I would want the movies to tell. It wasn't necessary, by the way. It's okay if you guys didn't. But for this one, I think their stories are mostly just like they're hanging out and they get
Time
into some
traveling.
shenanigans and time traveling and they get some drinks sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's all the movie should be. I wouldn't want it to be action heavy, actually. I think all the action should be like found footage style from Skeets, like you see explosions and they're just doing shit, like crazy shit. But I think you should fully commit to like mockumentary comedy style. Do a full comedy movie with those two. Not like Thor Love and Thunder. That one's bad. This one would be good. But
I'll
that's
give my
first pitch.
thoughts, Brandon. That was a peak idea. Great job, buddy. I
Let's
like that a
go.
lot. That sounds sick. If they announced that, I'd be very happy.
I think that would
Yeah,
I'd be
work.
like,
I think
let's
that would be
fucking
sick.
go.
It should be like a show, I think.
Yeah,
A show
I'd be
would be
fucking
really cool,
hyped
too.
if they did
Really
that.
cool.
That sounds sick.
This is like the Marvel shows if they were like if they locked the fuck in, you know? Like
Yeah.
this is like I like this idea. I think this
Yeah.
The
works with that.
downfall of this segment is that I think we're gonna pitch things that will never happen. It's gonna be very sad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It is
I
what
have
it is.
one that has a 0% chance of ever getting made.
oh man,
I think
Black
they all
Mask
have like a
movie.
1%. No, I didn't include that one. I didn't because I've
okay.
already talked about that extensively. And I knew you would think I was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew you'd think I was going to, but no.
what was it? I missed that.
My Black Mask movie
Oh.
idea that I've always had.
You might
Yeah.
know
I actually
everything
recently
that I've known you
retrofitted that
to.
into its own comic book.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, I
cool.
decided to ditch the branding. you
Damn,
know.
there's no Black Mask on your list.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's-
very
that's
curious who you
crazy, yeah.
chose.
They're
You want to?
out of left field ones too, I think. Well, at least one of them definitely is.
Nice.
All right, you go next then.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Big lead
Okay,
up.
let me pick one. I'll start with my simple basic one that I don't think is that. I did these today when I was at work. Okay. So I'll start with my easy one. I think my other ones are cooler. But I think that it would be sick to do a genuine like heist movie, like a fun, silly heist movie with Catwoman. I think that would be fucking cool. Like an actual
Yeah.
like big budget, like Ocean's 11 type. Like maybe she's fucking stealing some shit from Argus or something and put in like the Guardian and some other shit and just like actually like have the whole movie be the planning and the setup and then
Yeah.
have like the big heist and the fallout of it after. I think that'd be cool. Because like I feel like Catwoman's kind of lost that aspect of her character. Like every time we see her doing heist stuff, it's like, oh, I was just stealing a jewel before the story actually starts. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. It'd be sick. It's like, oh,
Literally
thanks, Batman. I'm
Arkham
gonna work with
City,
you
man,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, every fucking story, it's like, oh, I'll help you, Batman. I just got done robbing a museum for some fucking reason.
Didn't
to
she have
remind
a
you.
comic where like she left Gotham and went off to like Paris and did a bunch of thievery there, or maybe it wasn't Paris,
don't
but it
know,
was some sort
maybe.
of city. She's definitely
might
had
have.
storylines where she's left Gotham, she's on her own, and she's
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
like crazy heists, and
I
I
bought
think
a
that is a really
few-
good idea.
I bought a
Yeah.
few Catwoman comics recently. I haven't read them yet. I think that's one of them.
Did you get
actually.
Did you get the Ed Brubaker one?
I got it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Because Ed
It
Brubaker
is.
one is awesome.
I can't take
That
it out of
one's
the shelf, but
awesome.
it's the
No, you're good.
Brubaker one. Yeah.
Read that. That one's really good. That one
Yeah.
has Black Mask. That has the
Yeah.
famous
Oh my
scene where
God.
he's feeding her sister her
I know.
husband's
I
body
remember
part.
like reading that on like the wikis as a kid. I was like, what the fuck?
That's why he got to make Winter Soldier, because that book came out and they were like, it's Catwoman, no one's reading it, do whatever you want. He's like, okay, I'm gonna make Black Mask feed someone's body part to someone else, and people were like, this is crazy, and it's peak. And Marvel's like, you want to come write Captain America?
Like, hey, buddy, you want to
come over here?
You want to come over here?
Yeah, come on. I just think like a fun, like an actiony heist movie, and like I think giving Catwoman her own project, because I love Catwoman. I think she's a really good character.
She's one of my
favorites.
favorites.
In recent years, she's become the designated, toxic Batman relationship. I feel like
good. I love that. I love that.
No, what I'm saying is like they haven't explored her character outside of that.
No,
years.
for
I
sure.
agree. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time. Does she have an ongoing right now? I don't actually know. She definitely
does. I think she always has one. I think she's one of those ones.
I mean, that does make sense.
I think she does. Yeah.
I think her
Catwoman. I need to read that. Is that out?
Is that out?
That's out.
I was about to
I don't know if
ask.
that's out.
Maybe
it's not out. But when it comes out, I'm reading it.
She's cool in the Absolute Universe. She's awesome. I just think she's an all-around, a really cool character. Very awesome. I would love to see just some wacky action heists. And I wouldn't want it to be like lighthearted. I wouldn't want it to be so like oppressive, because she's like a fun character. And like, I want the world to be dark, because she lives in a dark world, but she's like a very lighthearted character within it. That she kind of almost... weird comparison, but like in a Deadpool way, where she's very fun on the outside is like a kind of cover for like
no. Harley Quinn is DC Deadpool.
That's true.
Harley Quinn is DC Deadpool, man.
That's true. You made that fair point.
You might summon someone, so let's not go into.
You made a fair point, but yeah, that's my whole pitch. Like I said, I think she steals something. I would want it to. She steals something from like Lex Luthor or not Argus, Cadmus or something like that, and that's
Cadmus could be cool to go a little bit more into.
That's why I said that the Guardian has to like stop her and shit. I think that'd be cool. You can probably put in some wacky side characters in there. You can throw in a little Kite Man.
And Superboy appears and punches through her gut, dude.
Yeah, he punches a hole in space time and brings back Red Hood.
Oh, that would be so awesome. Yeah, that's how they should do it in the movie universe. They should bring it back.
But that's
punching the air so hard.
That's my pitch. That's it.
That's cool. Yeah.
That was my simple
pitch. I love Catwoman. I want to see more of her for sure.
Oh, why no? After playing Arkham City with you. Oh, you'll see when the Arkham City video's out.
The Arkham Asylum one was already like.
Yeah. Did you watch the one from today?
No, not the one today.
Oh, dude, when Poison Ivy shows up, this dude Brandon says, "I'm falling on my knees in pain. Please help me."
I thought you were talking about the other one, but yeah,
no,
the other quote.
Well, that's in the last one.
Okay,
in part 3.
Okay,
it said because she's like, "My plants are crying out in pain," and Brandon's like, "I'm on my knees crying out in pain. Please help me."
Okay.
And I said,
Holy
Brandon, what the fuck
dude.
does that even mean in this context?
Brandon is out here exposing himself.
I'm gonna make a compilation of the most insane shit that fucking psycho has said. I don't know what the fuck comes over you when we're recording. Harley Quinn showed up and you're like, please. Dude's begging, please. He's licking the screen.
Whoa,
it's insane.
What's he licking there? That's what
the screen, bro. He's like,
okay. Yo, do that face again.
Yeah, man, I can't help it, dude.
That's gonna be in the thumbnail, probably.
They're so pretty, you know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out, Ben. What's your pitch?
Ben, wow, the whiplash of what we're gonna go into now is gonna be like fucking insane. I had this idea a couple years ago.
Ben's like, here's my book called "All the Gotham City Sirens Die Horribly."
Holy
flash to Brandon's. Brandon's like, yeah, it's my good, and Ben's like, yeah, it's a story. They all die.
Oh fuck,
it's Saw, but with them.
No, it is like, yeah, no. So this one's gonna be like, it involves, guys. It's about a Batman villain, but there's no Batman.
Oh my god,
boo! There's no Batman in it.
Boo!
It's also not in Gotham.
Boo!
But it's like 500 years ago.
Ra's al Ghul origin story.
Yeah. So
Peak. I love Ra's.
Major references here, like Lawrence of Arabia, war film. I love Lawrence of Arabia. Okay, if you were like the Catwoman pitch has like a 0 or like 1% like maximum 1% chance of being made, there's a 0 negative chance that this is ever gonna get
wait till
made. Like a war epic with like the rise of like Ra's al Ghul, because like his origin is fucking insane. Like in the original like origin comic, when they actually had to like give him an origin, I think it's like Birth of the Demon or something. I remember reading that as a fucking kid, and I was like, holy fuck, what this guy ends up going through is fucking insane. And like it's not medieval, but like it's like they're using medieval like fucking shit on him. I'm like, what the fuck?
You
like
they give
I'll give
the audience and definitely like could you give the audience and definitely like not me a synopsis of his origin for people who don't know it, for anyone who doesn't know it?
Yeah, no. So Ra's was he's a little bit of a traveler at this point in his life. Like he's a warrior. Like he was a part of like it's interesting because like his character himself, he's like part Arab. He's part of like the Chinese nomads as well. So like there's a lot of like really cool shit you have like right out the gate with him. But yeah, like just discovering like the Lazarus Pit, so you have a little bit of like the mysticism in there too. I think that's also very important. Again, like kind of like ties into a lot of like folklore of like that era, and I think a period piece in that point in time would be really, really fucking sick. But again, probably never
quite a bit, doesn't he?
Oh, dude, like his wife gets like killed, and then like they trap him in a cage with his wife's corpse for like I think like a week or something.
Yeah,
he's like forced to stay.
They really mess him up.
They fuck him up.
They make him. They make him into what we miss.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? The fact you're not worse is like, you know, crazy to me. Especially with like the pit. The fact that the pit canonically, it drives you insane and makes you canonically more evil each time you use it.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul comes out of the pit and he's talking to Tali. She's like, "How are you alive?" He's like, "I went to the pit." What do you mean the pit? I went to the pit.
The pit.
The pit that makes you evil.
The pit that makes you evil.
What do you mean with the
and
pit?
Heals you?
The pit, and you go in and it heals you and it makes you evil. He's like, "There's no pit that makes you evil, Dad. I went to the pit that makes you evil."
The
Talia.
pit that makes you evil.
It also makes you evil.
It makes you young and sexy too.
Makes you evil.
Yeah, it does make you
But I just think that would be so fucking cool because like with like the DC mythos, like I mean like it's like the thing is like that's a Batman villain movie pitch, but it has almost nothing to do. There's nothing to do with Batman.
And there's no way that Batman could even be in it.
No, there's zero way.
Unless the very ending is a flash forward and you see his first time meeting Batman.
Yeah, like the only DC character that you could have like show up is like maybe like Vandal Savage or something, or like someone that transcends time, you know, like
one of the Amazonians.
Yeah, I do like a little bit of a side tangent thing, but like I really like how in the DC AMU, like the one of the cool things that they did was like I think they imply that like the Lazarus Pits have ties to Trigon in that version of
I think universe. They do. I believe they do.
Yeah,
I believe they do.
Yeah, like I think that's really sick, and I always thought like that would be a cool way to like really just make the universe feel a little bit more binded, a little bit.
Aren't they straight up red in those movies?
No, they are green.
They're green. Yeah, I mean like
when is it red?
Oh, BTAS.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's basically Satan for DC. I mean, like, his blood can be neon green. That's fine.
And a bunch of teens are fighting him all the time.
Yeah, no, I like that idea too. But yeah, no, that would be my movie. If there's any like connectivity to the universe, then like that would be it. Just like
that actually would be cool if Trigon like appears when he's in the like he has a vision of him in the pit or something. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that's always been what I wanted personally. Just like
dude,
I love those.
Dude.
Yeah.
The first like he finds the pit and it's like some big ass fucking chamber and he just sees like a creepy ass like giant demon carving a fucking like Trigon over. That would be peak, dude.
Dude. And awesome. You got like cultists in there too and shit. Yeah. Like he adopts Lem to become a part of the League of Assassins. Like
there could be so much cinema in this.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like working as a PA at the time, but like I think I showed Brandon this actually at one time. I
do vaguely remember this.
I wrote like a bunch of ideas down for it just because I was like bored. I was like, I'm gonna take a break from writing my original stuff. I'm gonna have fun. write some stuff, some nonsense to think about. But you know, like I would
do that.
I would really like that. Like that would be that would be a dream DC movie, but they're never gonna make that. That would be so fucking hype.
It
would be a literal like epic.
Yeah,
You know,
that
like,
would be
and
awesome.
they don't make
Fucking
movies.
3 hours long.
Oh, dude, fuck. I mean, like
Dude,
that would
Lord
be
of the
insane.
Rings, just so many like sets and actors, like minimal CGI.
Oh, dude, like it's like
they're building like miniatures.
it would be
my God.
like Lawrence of Arabia, The Godfather, and Dune all in one fucking movie.
Yeah,
like that's just
that would be
insane.
awesome.
That would be nuts. Yeah,
That'd be super sick. I do really like that.
The film
Rachel
industry
Gould.
needs to collapse for a minute and then be reborn, so that one can be made.
yeah.
Just like a giant with hundreds
Somebody
of extras.
contact James Gunn. Get him on the phone.
Yeah, get him
Tell
on
him
the
we need to
phone.
collapse the film industry for a minute.
By the way, the email, if anyone likes any of these ideas, our email is in our YouTube bio. So send us an email.
Yeah, these are all trademarked by us.
James Fun.
If you steal any of our ideas, we know where you live.
We know where you live.
James Gunn, if you announce any of these series within any time period, and we think that it even resembles our ideas, we have video evidence.
And you're not safe from us. We
will sue unless you give us all jobs. If you give all three of us a job, then we won't sue.
And we have ways to get to you. Don't forget.
That's my message. All right.
I'll do some truth to that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Careful. If you cross this James Gunn, if you cross this James Gunn, careful around your coffee, buddy. I'm just gonna say that.
All right. I'm gonna do my Batman one.
I know
since
we're in trouble. Yeah.
We all had to have at least a Batman. I don't know if you have more Batman ones. I have a Batman one.
I tried to cap it at lab. I'm like, I don't want to go.
Mine
you could easily
mine could have Batman in it, but I think it might be interesting if it doesn't. Two-Face is my favorite Batman villain, and I think he's a very nuanced character. I think he very much is someone who is also known because of the Dark Knight now. That if you made a movie about him, you would not need to dive into his origin story. Everyone knows that he gets burnt half of his face and he's a psychopath. But I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do anything close to that because what I want to adapt is the Judge. I think a movie where the third personality I think it originated in the animated series, where you explore, because if you don't know, I mean, you guys both know if you don't remember, the Judge is a third personality that doesn't even know he is Two-Face. Yeah. His one goal is to take out every criminal in Gotham, including Two-Face, and one of the main conflicts is that he doesn't know, and that discovery. I think if you made a psychological thriller about that story, like diving into the psyche of Harvey Dent and how he has to, like associate these three different personalities. You could dive really deep into the good and evil, and then like the gray area, and him becoming the judge, jury, and executioner of Gotham City. Insane. I think that would be an incredible movie. And this takes place, you could have this take place maybe in like the near future. Like all the Batman stuff has already happened. There's established rogues, and he's just like slaughtering them. That movie would never
smoking everybody. It would have to be an Elseworld.
Yeah, it would have to be an Elseworld movie. But I think that would be incredible. And like, I think Two-Face is a villain that might genuinely eventually get a movie. I think that might happen.
I think that's very possible.
This specific story
they're giving Clayface
would never
a movie.
happen.
They're gonna give him one. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna give all the Face villains movies.
The Face trilogy. It's a whole different.
Yeah.
Scary.
And then the Black Mask movie will be called False Face.
I was just about to say he doesn't count. It's Black Mask, not Black Face. That's problematic.
False Face.
I wasn't gonna say what Brandon said, but Brandon said it for me. So thank you for doing that.
Look, I said it's problematic.
Yeah.
I'm all clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I like that. I love Two-Face. I want more Two-Face in everything.
I think the Judge should be a character that comes back more often. I think that should be adapted more. I think that's such a cool idea. Because also, I like
yeah.
No, he's not. No. And I like the theme of Harvey Dent being like the closest to like Batman and what Bruce Wayne sees in like a good man. And I think that the Judge would be a really cool way to explore that even further, where he thinks he's doing good, but in reality, he's shifting personalities and murdering a bunch of people and robbing banks. That could be super
evil
cool.
People who had it coming,
Evil people.
Yeah, well, when he's Two-Face though, he's not doing he's not murdering evil people. He's just murdering guys.
What?
He's murdering.
And then Harvey
dudes.
Dent, when he goes into Harvey Dent, he's just like, man.
Yeah, that's one thing. I need to see more of Harvey Dent in Two-Face. They don't always do that.
No,
something we
they don't
get a
do
lot
that
is
very
we
often.
only ever see once he becomes Two-Face. That's all we ever see. Like even I love the Arkham games. We never see Harvey Dent in those.
No, you know what I do liked? I liked him in Telltale. That
Yes,
we like
he
actively
is so
saw that
big.
split.
He is so fucking big in that game.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Him and Gordon are fucking massive.
He looks like John Cena in that game, dude.
He does, yeah.
John
He
Cena
straight up
yeah,
does.
in the face for sure. The only way
John
you're gonna have
Cena
that physical
Two-Face.
dynamic in like live action is if you get like John Hamm or something, who's like 6'5".
Yeah,
It's my
Yeah.
dream for him to be Two-Face.
Yeah.
That would be
Incredible
awesome.
That'd be
casting.
so sick, yeah.
that would be cool. I saw a recent interview, kind of funny with him, and he kind of pulled out a crazy reference. They were asking if like, because they brought up like, oh, people wanted you to be Batman. He's like, that's probably in the rear view for me. And
Yeah.
they asked him like, is there a comic book you'd ever want to be in? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I want to be in this comic book by Frank Miller called Elektra Assassin. And he dropped the name of
what
the
the
artist
shit?
too, who had a very like he dropped the artist name and it's a face, but I don't even Bill Sankiewicz. Something he pronounced the name correctly. I was like, oh, this dude actually knows what he's fucking
Yeah, he
talking
knows
about.
ball.
Knows ball.
See,
Nuts.
he knows ball.
Yeah, he pulled like it's that famous image, like the one that kind of looks painted where she's holding like the big gun and it's like very like abstract painting. Very famous image of her.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that's a crazy reference. And like the top comment was like, John Hamm as Elektra would be an interesting casting. They're like, Jennifer Garner did a good job.
You know, I met
but
him
yeah.
at a Yankees game.
Yeah,
What?
is he awesome? Is he?
Yeah,
epic?
he was
I heard he has
awesome.
a
That's
huge
cool.
dick. Have you heard that?
Yeah, he whipped it out. He slang it. He did
How
the
old were
helicopter
you
in front
when
of
you
us.
met this man?
And
I
how
was right
long
before
was
I
the
moved
dick?
in with Evander, so I was 21.
Wait, you didn't tell me this shit
Yeah.
for like through 2 years or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, dude kept it a secret.
Yeah, you kept
well,
that close
I
to the
saw
chest.
him in the
what the
food
fuck?
court. He was
Yeah.
eating a glizzy, and I was
Nice.
like, "Oh,
Dude, he
dude, John
had a
Hamm."
glizzy in his pants. He had a glizzy in his pants and a glizzy.
Like, you
in
should
his
play
Okay.
Batman. Do you know what I want to talk about? Batman? You want to talk about Batman? I love Batman. You should play Batman.
He starts dropping insane lore about Elektra on you.
Oh, I can't handle
It's
it.
like-
I don't know what.
Yeah,
any
he's like,
of that
get out
means.
of my face, you fucking fake nerd.
It's like you're a
imagine getting-
performative male and a performative nerd. Get the fuck out of my
Oh,
face.
Imagine getting nerd mogged by John Hamm.
That would be like the
Dude.
greatest thing of all time.
I think that would be
Like,
incredible. I can't believe it.
That'd be crazy.
It's like you get the fuck
Crazy
away from me
move.
right now. I swear to God, right
Yeah,
now.
he did say that.
I'm gonna call the foot and they're gonna kick your fucking ass. If you don't get a fuck away from me right now.
No.
John Hamm, please. You were in Baby Driver. That's a problematic movie. What's Amander's next pitch?
Yeah.
My next pitch is I had an idea. I'm not, and I had the idea, and I'm not fully set. I think I like the character I picked, but I could see it being someone else. But this appeared to me in a dream. It was because no, I was playing a game recently that had this as a side plot. It was in the new Hitman game. But I think it would be sick to do an old school martial arts movie, like Bruce Lee style, like Enter the Dragon, but with Black Canary. Kind of like, I don't know if you know like Enter the Dragon, all this works, but like he's like a spy or he's out for revenge, and he participates in these martial arts tournaments, and he's trying to go through the tournaments to get to the top to get to his target. And I think that'd be sick if like Black Canary fighting through like a bunch of tournaments. With, like, and you could put like, dude, you put Bronze Tiger, you could put Lady Shiva, you could put Katana, you could put all sorts of fucking characters in there, and like just fucking like whoever at the top, she's doing some kind of mission, and maybe like fucking Ra's al Ghul or some fucking villain is at the top that she has to get to, and it's just a straight up like fucking like kung fu tournament movie. I just think
Ooh, that would be incredible. I like that a lot. You know what's funny about that? There was a movie pitched like a long time ago. It was probably around the time of the Doctor Strange Guillermo del Toro movie I mentioned a few weeks ago. But it was a Green Arrow movie where he got like trapped, and it was like Blackgate or some prison, and he had to fight his way through waves of people, and it didn't get greenlit because like at the time nobody gave a shit about Green Arrow. But it sounds very similar
yeah,
to
I
this, and I
remember
think
that now.
that connection is funny. But
I had no idea about that.
yeah, it was interesting. I found out about that recently, but it sounded super cool. But like it was before Arrow came out, so like he still had the elf hat, and nobody gave a shit about him, so it didn't get greenlit. But I think Black Canary makes more sense for like a ranked fighting, like going up the ladder thing. I really like that idea. I was looking also at like kung fu movies and like who I would choose for that, and I couldn't really figure out a good character I'd want to see.
That's
for
what
that.
I kind of was. I was like,
Yeah,
what, fucking judo master? I was like, Batman would be
Yeah.
boring. I was like, but Black Canary is like a top tier. And there's that cool comic from a couple of years ago. Maybe it's actually longer now. But she kind of does fight, not in like a tournament, but I know she fights like Lady Shiva, and she beats her by spitting her blood in her eye and beating the fuck out of her. It was pretty dope.
Ooh.
But yeah, I just think it'd be cool, like fighting like fucking like a pit with a bunch of fire around her and shit, and just like it's like, oh, here's fucking judo master and katana, and you know,
He's
it's
eating
like
hot Cheetos.
he's eating hot Cheetos. She kicked him into a fucking pit. You know, I think that'd be dope. But yeah,
also
that's
Black Canary is way cooler than I think a lot of people think.
That's another one I really like. I also really like Black Canary.
OG Justice League member.
Yeah. Yes,
like
I think she's
yeah.
Another one I was considering, but I was like, doesn't really work as much as Huntress is another one I really like. But yeah, I was like,
cool.
I think
Black Canary more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do like Cassandra Cain. She's
I thought of that too. Combatant. Yeah, I had thought of that too.
But I mean, I do like Black Canary more though. I think Black Canary is probably the best choice for that. Dope. I think she's the most compelling as well.
Yeah. And you can have Green Arrow cameo in it too.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Can't wait to see a new Green Arrow and Black Canary that isn't Stephen Amell and what's her name? I can't remember.
I think there
was like three.
There was a multiple.
Yeah, which is funny. That's how it is in the comics too. There's like 3 Black Canaries. Yeah. But as they made them sisters, I think they're mom and daughter in the comics.
Maybe yeah.
Ben's now.
My next one. There's actually probably a good chance of this happening now. I'm actually surprised that it didn't happen sooner. But Lobo with like a grindhouse kind of like space kind of western movie.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That would be
awesome.
Like think of like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah,
like with Lobo. That would
a movie kind of popped into my mind stylistically, not setting. Remember I showed you VFW?
Yeah.
Kind of like some gritty ass fucking like 80s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some shit like that. But in just space, violent. Man. Yeah, like Guardians Uncensored. You know, like that would be fucking sick. Like
just Lobo ripping fools apart.
And I think
that has a high chance of happening.
There's a very high chance of it happening. It's like a very like I thought of it and I was just like, wait, they're probably actually gonna make this fucking thing. So I might as well say it on the podcast, just so I get a little bit of.
Now James gonna pay you royalties.
Yeah, no, give me a little bit of that Jason Momoa movie, Jason Momoa money. But yeah, like again, like I don't know. I mean, like there's so much more that you could do than that too. Like the fact that he rides a fucking motorcycle in space, you can literally have space Mad Max. If that doesn't give like a boner to like Michael Bay or some shit, then I don't know like I don't know, man.
Oh,
like,
dude, who would do that?
The Mad Max director, that would be fucking sick. I forgot
that would be
his name.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't
George
know.
Miller.
Yeah, George Miller. I think he would do that because it's funny because he almost had Justice League, so I think
they'd have to tell him we sorry for Justice League.
Yeah,
James Gunn would have to say sorry about that one.
It's like sorry,
wasn't me. It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't me. I wasn't here yet. Get George Miller to do that shit in space because like I think that would scratch his itch of doing something different while still like working within his strengths. You know, like yeah. Because you don't even have to just use the vehicles. You can just like have them just fucking kicking ass in a bar for the whole movie. You could just do that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, I'd watch that on a planet just fucking.
I'd watch a 2-hour bar fight with him for sure. I would even hesitate. I would just do. Oh my god, no, I like that a lot. But yeah, I think that's probably the highest chance of being made so far.
Yeah,
from the
I went from like the Raish one like 0% chance, and then like Lobo was like okay, probably like. Maybe like a 70.
I'm curious if they'll give him a movie though, or if they'll give him.
It's Jason Momoa. I think they give him. A movie.
I bet that he's gonna fucking be so popular when Supergirl comes.
Oh, he's gonna become the DC Deadpool. I think he has a high chance.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna test very well. I think we're gonna fucking love him.
Ooh, I really want to read his new comic. He has a new comic out. I think it's maybe only 2 issues in, and it's part of like the DC Next Level. Did you guys ever finish KO?
No, I have all of them. I need to read. I need to finish. I know. I haven't read comics recently.
This isn't a spoiler, but right at the end, it shows you like 3 new series coming out, and Lobo is one of them. And the art style looks incredible. It looks like it's very reminiscent of Ben's pitch, if I'm being honest. Like it has that vibe. It's very just like
That's cool.
gritty, and the art style kind of reminds me of the 80s. It's very stylistic and big and very colorful. Looks incredible. I need to pick it up ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up my next. Let me pull this one's actually my last one for. I have a fourth one, a secret one I'll reveal at the end.
Okay.
But this one's very similar. I want to do a Jonah Hex thing.
Oh, I love Jonah Hex.
But there's a specific storyline I found doing research.
You're like Jonah Hex, but good this time.
Yeah, Jonah Hex, but good. This time it's good. It's called Thanksgiving, and it was I guess it was towards the end of his like original series, and he goes like into a dystopian Mad Max, which is why it's similar. It's like a dystopian future where there's like acid rain and motorbike gangs, and he's just this Western dude.
That sounds
like
epic.
Planted in this. And I think that would be a cool way to do like another Western sci-fi, which we haven't seen since Cowboys versus Aliens. So if DC was like, hey, let's bring the Western back and do some crazy shit with Jonah Hex with like acid rain, and I just think that would be incredible. There's not much more to that other than I just think it would be cool.
Yeah, apocalyptic, futuristic Jonah Hex story sounds based.
Jonah Hex has such a cool character design that like
he's awesome. He's so dope. He is cool as fuck. It's like, oh, it's just a cowboy with scars. You're like, oh, turns out that's fucking awesome.
When I was young, I was like, is this Elseworld Two-Face? I'm not understanding who this character is.
Yes, that's who he is. Yeah. That's awesome. I would read that or watch that. Kind of like
I hope Jonah Hex.
I'm thinking like, have you seen Book of Eli?
Yeah, I have.
I'm thinking like
that would be that's an interesting inspiration. Yeah. I hope Jonah Hex eventually makes it. I think he's a character James Gunn probably likes. I feel like he probably likes him.
Probably because I think he likes like the very like genre heavy stuff.
Yeah, so that would be interesting. I could see him getting a series, maybe. Like
that would be. I'm a big time. I mean, I like cowboys. I like westerns. I like guns. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. They're fucking
Red Dead Redemption 2, but Jonah Hex.
Yep.
Yeah,
dude, a game.
Oh, Jonah Hex game. Awesome. They just rip Red Dead Redemption 2 and put a Jonah Hex skin on him.
Yeah,
that would be incredible.
Dark Watch. I'd be down. That's up for me. Me next.
Yeah, what's Evander's last pitch?
This one has a negative 50 million% chance of ever being made.
Oh.
Just off of the character alone, but then more based off the concept. Just the character. The Spectre.
I was thinking.
Oh yeah, it's not happening.
I don't have one like written down for him, but he was one of the ones I was thinking of. Yeah.
Here's my pitch. Kind of a little bit based off his part of Kingdom Come. I would want it to be him going he takes that pastor with him in Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
He takes someone with him, and he's just going back to the dawn of time, basically. And you get 3 or 4 like stories that he's using to judge the end of the world. So like he goes back, and I was like, maybe he sees like there's like a fucking 30-minute story. I was kind of thinking like, have you ever seen 3,000 Years of Longing?
No.
Oh, it's really good, but it's by George Miller. But it's about this lady who finds a genie, and the genie, before he gives her wishes or whatever the fuck, is telling her the story of the last 3,000 years of his life, and every time he was woken up, and how him giving people wishes like led to like things going bad. So like he's in like all sorts of different countries, like 1,000 years ago, a couple hundred years ago, just like different. And it's just like they're little like shorts, and they're all tied back. It's like that'd be sick. And like I think like very like it's very trippy and psychedelic, and you'd be like, oh, here's like a fucking caveman Vandal Savage fucking story, and he's looking at that, and then I would like fucking like some Ra's al Ghul medieval fucking wartime shit, and just like going through different times and like seeing things, and just I think that would be fucking cool. just like this fucking.
Yeah, that would be
weird
incredible. That would never happen, but that would be
Yeah.
incredible.
It'd be like long as fuck, and he's just going and like just like weird fucking like because 3,000 Years Long is such a fucking weird like that movie feels like an acid trip like dream is the only way I know to describe it. Like it's just like a really messed up psychedelic fairy tale. I was like, that would be a sick vibe. Just
Or
like the
you could
Spectre. Like,
do the Christmas Carol, but with the Spectre.
yeah, the Christmas.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be sick. But yeah, I was like, never ever would ever be made under any circumstances.
Do you think we'll see that character at least?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I think that's
I
here.
hope so.
But I
like
think
if they go deep into the DCU, yeah, you're gonna.
We'll get him, but he will never get his own project, and he will never get a trippy, confusing, artistic, like epic century-spanning story about him. As cool as that would be.
That's very unfortunate. Spectre's a character that is long overdue for like a Mr. Miracle type Black Label story, I think.
Yeah.
I think you could do
We
something.
need a
really
movie with
cool
him. We need a big guy painted white in his underwear.
Big guy painted white in his underwear.
It's just a guy in his underwear with a cape and gloves and boots.
Yeah.
He's out there.
That's
flexing.
a good character design to translate to live action for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Get The Rock, man.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Put The Rock in everything.
The Rock. I agree.
The Rock. Moana
Dude.
2?
Yeah.
Live action Moana 2? When are they going to make that with The Rock?
Probably soon.
Ben's pitch?
Ben's pitch time.
Some of these other ones, like I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a firing round just because like I ain't go into super like detail with a lot of them. They're just like some other ones that I would really like to see. Constantine crossed my mind, but then I was like, I'm like the Keanu movie, like it's obviously like very different from the source material, but I think it does some things good enough. I would really like to see Justice League Dark, and there's a lot of like magic elements of DC that doesn't really get a lot of representation. So that would include like obviously Etrigan, Zatanna. Maybe you could throw in like Raven in there or something if she's not with the Titans at that point. Like that would be really cool. Again, like just really like elaborating on these different elements that aren't cosmic in DC, because I feel like those ones hold a lot of significance, but they don't really get any focus on. Obviously, like with plans and like movies and all that, you'd have to like juggle them around a little bit. This one's like sort of already happening, but we have like no details about it. I would really like an action thriller with like Deathstroke, like Revenge Quest. Think of X-Men Origins Wolverine, but like really fucking good with like the raid style
really
like
good.
action. Yeah, like really good. And
what do you mean? But if it was good,
I actually like that movie. Not for a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure because I know how fucking wrong it gets a lot of shit. But I'm just kind of like, you know what? Like this is just it's just nostalgia. Like it's just nostalgia. Yeah. It's like this is like a product.
That was a time when that movie came out. That was definitely a time.
Dude, I watched that shit on bootleg. I was one of those people.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, oh dude, that story of how that got leaked is nuts. Basically, Hugh Jackman, the director, and like the CEO of Fox at the time were on like a yacht, and then the CEO was like, "Yo, let's watch the movie right now. Yo, call up the office. We're gonna like watch the movie right now." So the guy's like in the office like burning the disc, and then they're like already off the yacht. You're like, "All right, yeah, never mind. It's taking too long. This is forget about it." And the guy's like, "Okay." The guy like leaves the computer open, and like the fucking janitor like steals it.
It's so insane.
And this like at first it was just on like a couple DVDs on the streets, and then it immediately like it went to Pirate Bay. Like immediately.
Oh yeah, of course.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and everyone thought the special effects were gonna look better when it came out, and they
I know. Everyone's like, "Yeah, this is previs. It's okay. This movie might be like cinematically."
The special effects
really
in that movie
cool.
are kind of nuts.
Some of them, they're very hit or miss. Yeah,
the fucking claws.
Yeah, they look all CGI.
It looks awful.
Looks way better in the fucking the original movie.
Certainly a movie. That is certainly a movie.
You know what's sick in that movie though? The practical prosthetic blob.
Oh
yeah, that was sick. Yeah.
Did you just call me Blob?
Yeah, I love that it's just Kevin Durant in a big fucking suit. But no, that montage saves that entire. I remember watching it. My dad's like, "This movie fucking sucks." When he had already seen it, he's like, "But the opening is awesome." He's like, "The opening with them fighting through, it's so good." You know, because you get that little. It's kind of cool, the origin story of like his brother and his dad and Sabretooth and all that
Yeah.
Troye
shit.
Sivan.
Yeah, kind of cool. But then it's like, oh yeah, fucking Wolverine and Sabretooth in World War II, and they're just fucking running on D-Day. So sick.
Yeah.
That should have been the whole movie.
It should have. That's what everyone says. That's my dad's like.
I know.
My dad said that, dude. When he showed, he's like, "This should have been the whole movie." This
It really,
fucking-
it's an incredible sequence. I watch that sequence on YouTube every now and then. It's really fun, and I imagine it's just a nice little short film that they released.
Yeah, and he
yeah.
always shits on the worst part of that movie. I remember is when the girlfriend is telling him the story of the Wolverine and how it stole the moon. My dad's like, "This sucks. It takes fucking forever." I'm like, "It does suck." That part
Really
fucking
bad.
blows. And they include a cutscene of it in the video game.
Yeah, I remember that in the game. Yeah, they thought they were cooking with that one a bit. Like
it's such a bad scene. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of X-Men,
Yeah,
my last pitch.
X-Men.
Very, very good pitch. Trust me on this. So I'm thinking we do a horror film. It's like a horror thriller.
Yeah.
Clayface.
And it's in the X-Men area, but it's not the exact X-Men team.
Yeah, are you talking about the boys version of the X-Men?
I'm thinking we focus on a younger team of mutants.
I was just pitching the fucking goddamn.
I was gonna do a thing where you don't. I wasn't gonna adapt exactly a storyline, but I was gonna kind of take elements. So what you do is you have a group of teen mutants stuck in a facility, and within that facility, they have to confront.
I knew that this wasn't a legitimate
powers
pitch because it wasn't DC
and past traumas. So if they did that, and you had, let's say, like you got like. You get like you get like magic in there. You can get magic in there.
Who would play
You could go for like, oh man, you could get like there's this one actress. I'm
gonna take my headset.
Can't even recall her name. She was in like The Menu. She's got kind of this look. She's got like a long face look. She kind of looks like magic. She's blonde. She's got the bangs already. I'm pretty sure sometimes.
Who else would be in this movie?
Taylor-Joy. That's who it would be.
Who else would be in
this? You could get her. She'd be really good. There's like you could cast some popular actors like you could get one of the Stranger Things guys, but you could get the one.
And who would he play?
Like you could get the one that's like super creepy though that people don't really like.
Charlie
People
wanna,
you can get that guy.
What character
play?
He's British.
It's like what's his name? Cannonball.
That is name. TikTok.
Okay, and then you could the Game of Thrones guys don't really work that much anymore. You could get one of them. You get Arya. You get the girl, Arya. You could get her.
And who would she play? What character would she play?
Shit, I don't even know her name, man. But she would be one of the mutants.
I'm surprised you got Cannonball, but not Wolfsbane.
I didn't know where that came from.
It's Wolfsbane, is who she is. Who?
Oh man.
Those are the only. I know there's. Aren't there two other characters in that movie?
Yes.
I don't remember them, but because that movie is a fever dream.
Is there a dog? No, there's not. That's Inhumans. Is
No, they have.
That's
they
a good
have
movie, I think.
Of a giant bear. Did you end up watching that?
No, I haven't watched it.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
pretty
thought that'd
sure
be really fun.
that the rebel leader Sol Soria is the fucking from the Suicide Squad is the doctor in that movie, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Do you know why that movie ended up being a horror movie? Do you know why it ended up being literally the same as Suicide Squad 1? The trailer came out as kind of horror-ish and people loved it and they were like, reshoot this whole fucking movie right now.
So you're telling me that originally that it was a soulful drama?
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was, but yeah, the fucking teen drama, the teen horror movie trailer came out and people loved it and they're like, reshoot this whole fucking movie right now.
Reshoot it now.
That always turns out
for misleading with the fucking trailer. Like, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
Those good old trailers
the
always
final days of
people.
Fox. Some guy was like, I want to make some fucking soulful drama.
The last gasp
trailer.
of
I want to make a horror trailer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They were
delayed to hell.
Yep.
They should have just canned that fucking thing.
Didn't it get released like 5 years after filming happened?
Yeah,
yes,
I think so. Yeah.
So long.
That's a movie for sure. That's definitely a movie.
That is a movie, dude. It's a movie, and you haven't even seen it. You're talking about it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a movie.
That's how much you should watch a movie. I think he should watch it. I really am an advocate for Brandon watching.
I'll for sure watch it at some point. I'll do one of those. Like I've yet to do a full on X-Men binge. Like I watch those movies every now and then. Like I'll pick one and I'll put it on. But I don't think I've ever done a full beginning to end Fox universe binge.
Maybe you'll watch New Mutants and make a video the way you made a video on The Flash. Oh wait. Oh, Ben, have you seen that video by any chance?
Do we have any more pitches or are we done?
Why are you cutting me off? I asked Ben a fucking goddamn question, you disrespect.
I don't give a fuck about your question.
I have not seen a certain
I haven't seen
video,
it. Yeah. I don't know.
It sounds cool though. I'd really like to
watch it. Very interesting. Anyway, no comic book club at the end of this video.
Every other week.
That's next week. Yep. What's the comic? Remind the people.
It is Moon Knight by Brian Mikhail Bendis.
Yes, last week we said the wrong name. That's our
I know. I said Brubaker. That's my bad.
I looked on Amazon in the episode and then couldn't find it.
I know. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's because it's Bendis. My bad. That was on me. I apologize profusely.
Well, yeah, you're a piece of shit who messes shit up. So anyway,
okay.
Thank you guys
Where's
for
your Flash video? Where's your Flash video?
Please release the Flash video.
Maybe we should release a video.
Maybe you should. Right, I should.
Maybe you should release a video.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. Remember to like and subscribe. I hope follow us on stuff. Me and Evander are releasing videos right now. We have our channels. You know what? We should start putting our names like in the description.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just in case. In case, you know.
Just in case.
We'll start doing that.
These fucking incels. We'll go look at their content.
Yeah. But you know, if anyone made it to this point, thanks.
Whoa.
The only people that might make it to this point might be the three of us. Anyway,
Midgie watches all of these.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The goat right there.
Yeah, shout out that guy. Shout out that Bionicle fan.
Number one Ignition Zone fan.
Yeah, shout out to that Bionicle fan, dude. He's cool.
He is a fan of Bionicle as well.
All right, goodbye.
I'm done now. Yeah.
No, I tell you when we're done.